Welcome to the ultimate show on the track. Today we celebrate our premier partners, the driving force behind the livestock industry across the nation. Get ready to witness the power of partnership as our premier partners take to the asphalt. Green light and they're off. On the track we have our first partner, Laird Premium Blend Genetics from premiumblendgenetics.com. Next up, it's Beck's Hybrids from beckshybrids.com. And here comes ShowRight from showright.com. Coming around, we have Brad Howe Ford from bhiford.com. And here comes First Farmers Bank and Trust from ffbt.com. And rounding out the racers, it's Kennedy Ventures from kennedyventuresok.com. On the track and in the ring, it's all about collaboration and teamwork. Join us in honoring our premier partners because together they're the driving force of the livestock industry.
It's time for Cattlemen's Congress. This is a Walton Webcasting production. Livestock like you've never seen before.
Our Bright Lights Maine Anjou sale preview and cattle evaluation. We'll start here in just a few minutes. If you're joining us here ringside, there are catalogs and supplemental data sheets are right over here on the bleachers on the corner there. There's also some complimentary beverages back in the back. Again, thank you for joining us. If you're joining us on Walton, just stick with us. We'll get started here in probably about 10 minutes. We'd like to welcome you to our Maine Anjou Bright Light Sale Preview and Cattle Evaluation. This sale will be Saturday at 2 p.m. We hope you will join us for this. If you do have any questions, you need any additional information, there's catalogs and supplemental data sheet over here, a couple of spots on the side of the bleachers, also right there by the bulls. We will be going in lot order. There are a few scratches I will announce as we go. If you do have any questions or further discussion about the cattle, I'll be glad to visit with you when we get wrapped up with the evaluation. The majority of these cattle are stalled over in Barn 4, so you can make your way over there and look at them a little closer, talk to these breeders, ask them questions. I know they'd be glad to visit about their sale entries. Our two cattle evaluators we have today, the first one is Mr. Garrett Cloud from Yale, Oklahoma. Along with his wife and two children, they manage the Oklahoma division of Buck Creek Ranch. Their operation consists of roughly 200 head of registered Simmental and Angus cattle with a strong emphasis on quality and consistency. Each December, they have an annual production sale. We're glad to have Garrett with us today. Also joining Garrett is Mr. Ryan Callahan. He's from Edmond, Oklahoma, where he grew up on a small Angus ranch. He then attended Oklahoma State University, and he majored in animal science with a minor in accounting. He judged on the 2020-21 Oklahoma State Livestock Judging Team and was the top 10 in cattle at the North American at the national contest. He went on to attend law school and now practices law and continues to operate Callahan Cattle Company with two divisions, both in Edmond and Welch. We're glad to have these two gentlemen with us today. We're going to crank off. Lot 1 was the scratch, so we'll crank off with Lot 2 in your program. Lot 2 is TTTS Red Rock 25M. He's an April 1st of 2024 purebred Maine bull. You can see he's sired by Jensen, goes back to the Jasmine Chanel cattle family there on the bottom side. He's brought to us by Trey Simmons, Simmons Cattle Company of Carthage, Indiana. Again, this is Lot 2. He had a weight per day of age of 2.99, an actual weight at right over 2,000 pounds, a scrotal of 44, scanned with a ribeye of 22.07, an IMF at 4.13, back fat at 0.39. Lot 2. A lot of these bulls will be tied back over here to the side after they go through the ring, and so if you want to come down, take a closer look, you're more than welcome. Next in will be Lot 3, CALP, the Banker, 501N. He's a January 20th to 25 three-quarter Maine Anjou bull, sired by Data Bank, going back to the Rita cattle family. He is brought to us by Cal Pryor of Woodbean, Iowa. Again, this is lot 3. He had a weight per day of age of 3.08, an actual weight of 1162, a scrotal of 34, scanned with an eye at 14.13, IMF of 3.15, and back fat at 0.3. Lot 3 is in stall 4329 if you'd like to take a further look with him later on. Again, that was lot 3. Making one more lap. One correction in your catalog, this bull's listed as polled. He's actually dehorned. You want to make that adjustment.
I do not think so. I see.
Okay, next in is lot 4, EACF Peacemaker. He's a February 1st of 25 three-quarter blood Maine bull, sired by GCC Old Money, back out of Miss Bank 2033, the Data Bank daughter, brought to you by Eden Christian, the Christian family of Purcell, Oklahoma. Peacemaker had a weight per day of age of 2.64, an actual weight at 973, scrotal at 32, scanned with an eye of 14.92, an IMF at 3.29, back fat at 0.18. Again, this is lot 4.
Thank you. Do that.
Okay, next in will be lot 5 TTTS HCW Worthy 9N. He's a February 10th of 25 purebred Maine bull, sired by One for All, back out of TTTSCC, brought to you by Wilson Cattle Company and Trey Simmons.
Hi, I haven't even seen you yet.
Worthy had a weight per day of age of 3.13, an actual weight at 1,110 pounds, scrotal at 33, scanned with an eye at 13.46, IMF of 2.81, and back fat at 0.22. Again, this is Lot 5. Next is Lot 6, KABG, not for hire, 22N. He's a February 17th of 25 three-quarter Maine bull, sired by BBR Made Man, back out of KBSC Paisley, a Silvera style daughter, brought to us by Brimmer Show Cattle, Blakesburg, Iowa. Lot 6 had a weight per day of age of 3.11, an actual weight at 1,080, had a scrotal of 30, scanned with an eye of 13.09, an IMF of 4.43, and back fat at 0.24. Again, Lot 6. Again, that was Lot 6. Like I said earlier, the majority of these bulls are stalled in Barn 4. I know the breeders will be glad for you to come by and visit with them. Next in will be Lot 7. Slick Rose Gambler, 55 in. He's a February 17th of 25, three-quarter Maine bull, sired by MCCF, SIL Keno, back out of KMM Stella, 55K. Lot 7 is brought to us by Rosebud Cattle Company and Slichter Cattle of Abilene, Kansas. Lot 7 had a weight per day of age of 3.27, an actual weight at 1145, scrotal at 34, a ribeye of 13.52, IMF of 3.58, and back fat at 0.24. Lot 7 installed at 48.97. If you are joining us on Walton online and checking out the evaluation, there is additional sale information on CCI Live under the Bright Lights tab about our offering. If you have any issue with that, feel free to contact us. We'll do our best to get you the information you need. Again, that was Lot 7. Lot 8 is coming in. Sorry. Lot 9. BBR No Fear 276 in. He's a February 24th of 2025, 3/4 blood Maine bull. He's sired by Goat I-80. Back out of Miss Dominatrix 236A, brought to you by Blind Badger Ranch, Fort Morgan, Colorado. Lot 9 had a weight per day of age of 3.39, total weight at 1168, a scrotal of 37, scanned with a 13.43 ribeye, an IMF at 3.14 and back fat at 0.19. Again, this is Lot 9.
For those of you ringside, there are Bright Lights catalogs and supplement sheets over in the middle of those bleachers right there if you would like one. So if you're looking for a catalog or the supplement sheet, they're right there in the middle of those bleachers.
We are letting our evaluators take one more quick look at those bulls, then we'll pick back up in your catalog. Lot 10 was a scratch. We will pick back up with Lot 11 here in just a second. Once again, these are our sale entries for our Bright Lights Maine Anjou sale, Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. there in Barn 3 in our sale arena. We have catalogs and supplemental data available, but also if you're joining us online, check out CCI Live under the Bright Lights tab for additional information. Okay, next up is Lot 11, EKT Heartbreak Kid. He's a February 25th of 2025 three-quarter blood Maine Bull, sired by PRV Back to the Future 231J, back out of BBR Sydney, a Databank daughter, brought to us by Thorson Cattle Company, Glenville, Minnesota. Lot 11 had a weight per day of age of 2.77, a scrotal at 33, scanned with an eye of 12.46, an IMF of 2.67, and back pat at 0.15. Again, this is Lot 11. He's stalled in 43.41. Also would like to remind everyone, you're more than welcome. Take a closer look at the bulls back here in the back if you need to get up on top of them. And remind you there are some complimentary refreshments over here at one end of the panels. Please help yourself. That's sponsored by Cattlemen's Congress. Once again, that was Lot 11. Next in is Lot 12, MCCF, no doubt. He's a February 28th of 25 three-quarter blood Maine Bull, sired by MCCF Jägermeister, back out of JSC Katy, a Predator daughter, brought to us by Muir Cattle Company, Waynesville, Ohio. Lot 12 had a weight per day of age of 3.36. An actual weight of 1135, had a scrotal at 34, scanned with a ribeye of 15.29, an IMF at 3.58, and back fat at 0.18. Again, this is Lot 12. And he is stalled in 43.54. Again, that was Lot 12. Next in will be Lot 13, BBR No Doubt. He's a February 28th of 25 three-quarter blood Maine Bull, sired by BBR Made Man, back out of CPC OHL Jordan 1J, brought to you by Blind Badger Ranch of Fort Morgan, Colorado. Lot 13 had a weight per day of age of 3.11, an actual weight of 1,067, a scrotal at 34, scanned with a ribeye of 13.77, IMF at 3.01, and back fat at 0.24. Again, this is Lot 13. Okay, that was lot 13. Once again, next in is lot 14, KBSC Nevermind 11 in. He's a March 5th of 25, three-quarter blood Maine bull, sired by BBR Made Man, back out of KBSC Prime Rose 111J, a primetime daughter. Lot 14 is brought to you by Brimmer Show Cattle, Blakesburg, Iowa. He had a weight per day of age of 3.13, an actual weight of 1,042, a scrotal at 32, scanned with an eye of 13.34, 3.41 IMF, and back fat at 0.09. Again, this is lot 14. Again, that was lot 14. Coming in next is lot 15, HCW Pacheco, 401 in. He's a March 15th of 25, three-quarter blood Maine bull, sired by One for All, back out of MC Miss Exit Rant, brought to us by Wilson Cattle Company in Miles, Iowa. Lot 15 had a weight per day of age of 2.78, a scrotal at 35, scanned with an eye of 13.73, and a back fat at 0.31. Lot 15. Again, that was lot 15. He's listed as polled. He's actually dehorned if you want to make that adjustment. Next in is lot 16, KABG Lincoln Lawyer, 75 in. He's a March 17th. Three-quarter blood Maine bull, sired by BBR Made Man, former high seller here. Back out of KBJ Maisie, a primetime daughter, brought to us by Brimmer Show Cattle, Blakesburg, Iowa. Lot 16 had a weight per day of age of 3.36, a scrotal at 34, scanned with an eye at 12.77, IMF of 3.13, and back fat at 0.24. Again, this is lot 16. Again, that was lot 16. Next in is lot 17, BK Notorious N22. He's a March 23rd purebred Maine bull, sired by BOE Epic, a past high seller in the Bright Light sale, out of Alvaro 3022. Brought to you by Buck Cattle Company of Madill, Oklahoma. Lot 17 had a weight per day of age of 3.23. Had a scrotal at 35, scanned with an eye of 12.74, an IMF of 3.17, and back fat at 0.27. He stalled in 42.70. Again, this is lot 17. Okay, one more entry. Again, that was lot 17. Lot 18's coming in. Our full-blood Maine Anjou bull we're bringing out. This is HLN Just Lucky. He's an April 2nd of 2025. He's sired by Justin, back out of ECC Missy 201H, brought to you by Justin Hurlin of Blue Jacket, Oklahoma. Lot 18 had a 3.26 weight per day of age, a scrotal at 30, scanned with an eye of 13.19, an IMF of 2.51, and back fat at 0.18. He also is stalled in 43.73. Again, this is lot 18. Okay, we'll take just a quick recess, let our evaluators go back and take a closer look at that group of bulls, then we'll pick right back up with lot 19 and start our Maine Angus division of the bulls in our evaluation. Once again, these bulls are in the Bright Light sale Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. in Barn 3. That sale will also be on CCI Live. If you need any additional information, check there as well, or let us know there with the association. We'll be glad to help you any way we can. If you do join us on Saturday, we hope you'll stick around Saturday evening after our sale for the Maine Exchange. Mostly a frozen genetics sale brought to you by Tyler Humphreys. I believe it starts around 5:30 p.m. there in the Barn Bar in Barn 3. Okay, guys, we'll step back in and get going here with lot 19. Will be next in. Start our maintainer Maine Angus bull division. Again, this is lot 19, PRV Mercury Man 54M. He's an April 4th of 2024, 5/8 Maine bull. He's sired by K&A Promise Keeper 23K. Back out of PRV Heartbreaker 174H, a double down daughter. Brought to you by Par 5 Cattle Company, the Ring Cobb family of Lake City, South Dakota. Lot 19 had a weight per day of age of 2.12. Actual weight at 1452, a scrotal of 40. Scanned with an actual eye at 15.19, IMF of 2.91, and back fat at 0.09. Again, this is lot 19. Again, that was lot 19. He is stalled at 43.38 if you want to take a closer look. Next in is lot 20, WLF Tannerite, M413. He's an April 13th of 2024, 3/8 Maine bull. He's sired by Loverboy, back out of Shania, a Memphis Mafia out of GVC Shania, the original there. Brought to you by Wildleaf Farms, the Leafers family of Edgerton, Missouri. Lot 20 had a weight per day of age of 2.85, an actual weight at 1892, a scrotal at 43, scanned with a ribeye of 22.58, an IMF at 4.77, back fat at 0.46. Again, this is lot 20. Again, that was lot 20. Next in will be lot 21, SHLI Forbes Chills, M4232. He's an October 4th of 2024 half-blood Maine bull. Brought to you by Osborne Cattle Enterprises, Edmond, Oklahoma. Sired by Silveras Forbes. Back out of MTF Goosebumps, 901G. Lot 21 had a weight per day of age of 3.08, an actual weight at 1507, scrotal at 37, scanned with an eye of 15.53, an IMF of 4.59, and back fat at 0.43. Lot 21. And just one slight adjustment there in your catalog. Lot 21 is a Maine Angus bull. So yes, he's half-blood Maine, but he is registered now as Maine Angus. Again, that was lot 21. Next in is lot 22. CALP Tommy Norris, 5'10" in. He's a January 11th of 2025 Maine Angus bull, half-blood Maine there. Out of NSSC, SCC Unmatched Traditions. Back out of ALAP Mango, a Primo daughter. Brought to us by Cal Pryor of Woodbine, Iowa. Woodbine, excuse me. Lot 22 had a weight per day of age of 3.34, an actual weight at 1284, a scrotal at 38, scanned with an eye of 15.24, an IMF at 3.42, and back fat at 0.27. Lot 22 is stalled at 4330. Again, that was lot 22. Lot 23 is a scratch. Lot 23 is a scratch. Next up will be lot 24. Lot 24 is Dunk Driving 67, 567 in. He's a January 21st, 25, 5/8 Maine bull, sired by Goat Driving 80. Back out of Miss 5F, a maternal maid daughter. Lot 24 is brought to you by Dunk Cattle Company of Wayne, Nebraska. He had a weight per day of age of 3.09, actual weight 1170, a scrotal at 39, scanned with an eye of 14.3, an IMF of 3.38, and back fat at 0.17. Again, this is lot 24. He is stalled in 5720. Okay, once again, that was lot 24. Guys, we're going to take just a quick little recess again, let the evaluators go back and take one more closer look at this bunch. Then we'll pick back up with lot 25 here momentarily. Once again, these bulls are in our bright light sale Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. over in the barn 3. It will be also live on CCI Live with additional information. If you're joining us from home, you can check that out. If you do need any additional information or have questions, feel free to reach out to myself or any of the AMAA staff. On Saturday afternoon, actually, our festivities kind of get kicked off with the show tomorrow at noon for our Junior and Open Maine Angus and Maintainer female shows there in the Coliseum. On Saturday, it's a busy day for Maine Anjou. At 10 a.m., we will have our Maine Anjou Pen of 3 show right here in this arena. Then that bright light sale, cattle will be on display at 1:30 p.m. Sale will kick off at 2, followed by our Maine Exchange frozen sale that evening, I believe at 5:30 there in the barn bar. On Sunday, January 11th, we will wrap up our show starting at 8 a.m. with our Junior and Open Maine Anjou female show. Also the full-blood female show and bull shows there in the new OG&E Coliseum. Again, we'll pick back up here in just a few minutes. I'd like to remind you once again, there should be catalogs and supplement sheets over here on the bleachers. There are some free refreshments sponsored by Cattlemen's Congress over here at the end of the bulls. If you would like to check that out, you're more than welcome. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, guys, we'll pick back up here with lot 25. This is TLAC No Contest 913N. He's a January 27th of 25, half-blood Maine Angus bull here, sired by Mahogany Prime 904B, back out of BOE Miss Fitzy, an epic daughter. Lot 25 is brought to you by City View Farms, the Tulloch family of Pearl, Iowa. He had a weight per day of age of 2.93, a scrotal at 34, scanned with an eye of 12.86, had an IMF of 4.32, back fat at 0.31. Again, this is lot 25. Again, that was lot 25. Next in will be lot 26, TLAC Not Like That, 2315N. He too is a half-blood Maine Angus bull, sired by Safety First, back out of Margot, a primetime daughter. He too is brought to us by City View Farms, the Tulloch family of Pro Iowa. Lot 26 had a weight per day of age of 2.91, a scrotal at 34, scanned with an eye of 13.54, had an IMF of 3.27, and back fat at 0.15. Lot 26, along with his pen mates, are stalled at 43.63. That was lot 26. Next in is lot 27. TLAC Night Watch 9922 in. He's a February 12th of 25 5/8 Maine Angus bull. He's sired by BBR Memphis Mafia, back out of Miss Maggie, a Mahogany Prime daughter. Again, brought to you by City View Farms, the Tulloch family. Lot 27 had a weight per day of age of 3.18. Scrotal at 36, ribeye at 14.8, IMF at 3.44, and back fat at 0.21. Again, this is lot 27. Again, that was lot 27. Next in will be his pen mate, lot 28. TLAC next in line, 744 in. It'd be a full sib. He's also sired by Memphis Mafia, back out of Tulloch Miss Maggie, Mahogany Prime daughter. Lot 28 had a weight per day of age of 3.09, a scrotal at 35, scanned with an eye of 12.78, an IMF at 3.13, and back fat at 0.21. Lot 28. Again, that was lot 28. Next in is lot 29, MCCF, New Sensation. He's a February 15th, 25 half-blood Maine bull, sired by One for All, back out of TRJC Courtney. It's an I-Demand daughter. Brought to us by Muir Cattle Company, Waynesfield, Ohio. Lot 29 had a weight per day of age of 3.47, weighed 1208, had a scrotal at 38, measured with a 14.05 I, IMF at 3.79, and back fat at 0.17. Again, this is lot 29. Again, that was lot 29. Next in will be lot 30, HCW Mahomes, 402N, February 15th to 25. He's a 3/8 Maine. He's considerably sounder than Mahomes today. This is BBR Memphis Mafia sired, back out of TSSC J-Soul Beth Dutton, Quantum Leap daughter. Brought to you by Wilson Cattle Company in Miles, Iowa. Lot 30 had a weight per day of age of 3.05, a scrotal at 33, a ribeye at 14.33, an IMF at 3.09, and back fat at 0.29. Lot 30. Again, that was lot 30. Next in is lot 31, EKT Point Blank. He's a February 15th of 25, 3/8 Maine Angus bull. He's sired by 24 Carat, back out of BSC Edith, Daddy's Money. Brought to us by Thorson Cattle Company, Glenville, Minnesota. Lot 31 had a weight per day of age of 2.81, a scrotal at 32, scanned with an eye of 13.85, an IMF at 2.41, and back fat at 0.19. Again, lot 31. He is also stalled in 43-41 if you'd like to go back and visit with him further about the bulls. Again, that's lot 31. Okay, next in is lot 32, BMW Norm, 221N. He's a February 21st of 25, half-blood Maine bull, sired by Goat Driving 80, back out of BMW Ace 4H. Direct daughter of Huda Man, back to that good Rockin' Ace cow, Weingartner, Klingeman Show Cattle, Harrod, Ohio. Lot 32 had a weight per day of age of 3.14, a scrotal at 36, scanned with an eye of 14.01, an IMF at 3.26, and back fat at 0.22. Lot 32 is stalled back at 57.21. Again, that was lot 32. We'll take a quick little recess here, let our evaluators take a closer look at that bunch of bulls, and we'll pick back up with lot 33. Okay, we'll get fired back up here with lot 33. This is MCCF Now or Never. He's a March 1st, a 2025 5/8 Maine Bull. He's sired by NSSC. Time is now. Back out of MCCF Lucille. A Datamate daughter goes back to good Giselle cow family from Muir Cattle Company, Waynesville, Ohio. Lot 33 had a weight per day of age of 3.44, a scrotal at 33, a ribeye at 14.38, IMF at 3.66, and back fat at 0.28. Again, this is lot 33. Again, that was lot 33. Next in will be lot 34, HCW Kelsey, 400 in, March 5th, 2025, 5/8 Maine Bull. He's out of BKMT Game On, 227G, back out of J Soul Maternal Raptor, maternal maid daughter, brought to us by Wilson Cattle Company of Miles, Iowa. Lot 34 had a weight per day of age of 3.0, scrotal at 32, ribeye at 13.58, IMF at 3.18, and back fat at 0.14. Again, this is lot 34. Again, that was lot 34. Next in will be lot 35, PKL Sleep Easy, 597 in. He's a March 7th, 2025, 3/8 Maine Angus Bull. He's sired by Fortunate Son, 233, back out of Roxanne Agarth daughter, brought to you by PKL Show Cattle, Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, the Lockhart family. Lot 35 had a weight-per-day age of 3.79, a scrotal of 36, scanned with an eye at 17.24, an IMF of 4.4, and a back fat at 0.33. Lot 35. Again, that was Lot 35. Lot 35 is stalled in 43.19. Next in is Lot 36 BBR, and now's the time, 166, one in. So March 16, 2025, half-blood maintainer bull. He's sired by Time Is Now, back out of Miss Dominatrix, brought to you by Blind Badger Ranch at Fort Morgan, Colorado. Lot 36 had a weight per day of age of 3.66, a scrotal at 35, an eye of 14.42, IMF at 3.18, and back fat at 0.25. Again, this is Lot 36. Again, that was Lot 36. Next in is Lot 37. Why Not Novocaine, 513 in. So March 21st of 25, half-blood Maine bull, sired by All Me, back out of TJSC So Sweet, brought to you by Why Not Cattle Company, the Top Miller family of Pleasant Plain, Ohio. Lot 37 had a weight per day of age of 3.34, a scrotal at 33, measured with 11.71 eye, IMF at 3.53, and back fat at 0.19. Again, Lot 37. Again, that's lot 37. He stalled in 43.56. Know the Top Miller crew would be glad to visit with you about the bull if you want to run by their stalls. Next in will be lot 38. Lot 38 is EVCS Visibility, 584 in. It's a March 22nd of 25 3/8 Maine Angus bull. Sired by Talak Safety First, back out of Min, Katie, 016H, a primo daughter, and goes back to the original Katie 5S. Brought to you by Summers Cattle of Gillum, Missouri. Lot 38 had a weight per day of age of 2.98, scrotal at 36, scanned with an eye of 11.16, and IMF at 4.11, back fat at 0.44. Again, lot 38. Again, that's lot 38. He stalled in 43.74. Go by. I'm sure Evan and crew would love to visit with you about the cattle. Next in will be lot 39, BK Newsfront, N01. It's a March 23rd of 25, 5/8 maintainer bull. Sired by Maternal Maid, back to BK Belly Dancer 4001. Brought to you by Buck Cattle Company, Madill, Oklahoma. Lot 39 had a weight per day of age of 3.13, a scrotal of 34, scanned with an eye of 13.76, an IMF of 3.43, and back fat at 0.27. Lot 39. Again, that's lot 39. He's installed 4270. Go by. I'm sure Davey would love to visit with you about the bulls. Next in will be lot 40, BBR, none other 0294 in. He's a March 25th, 5/8 maintainer bull, sired by All Me, back out of BBR Hazel, 290H, brought to you by Blind Badger Ranch of Fort Morgan, Colorado. Lot 40 had a weight per dev age of 3.13, a scrotal of 35, scanned with an eye of 11.43, IMF of 3.02, and back fat at 0.24. Lot 40. Again, that was lot 40. Next in is lot 41, MMY EVCS Timekeeper, 585 in. He's an April 15th of 2025 quarter blood maintainer bull. He's sired by K&A Promise Keeper 23K, back out of Mallory's Mary. He too is brought to you by Summers Yoakley Cattle Company, Gillum, Missouri. Lot 41 had a weight per day of age of 3.28, a scrotal at 33, scanned with an eye of 12.36, an IMF at 2.99, and back fat at 0.17. This is lot 41. Again, that was lot 41. Next in will be our best heifer in a cell this year, and the one and only heifer. Bring her in. Brought to you by the Denton Brothers of Haskell, Oklahoma. This is Lot 44 BK Nice and Gracious 5268N. She's a half-blood Maine, sired by KBG Test of Time, back out of BK Gracious, an epic daughter. She is stalled at 4270. If you'd like to take a closer look, the boys say she has a very agreeable demeanor about her. If you've got a young showman, it'd be a great project here and sure make a nice cow when it's all said and done, but definitely a high-quality show prospect here in our heifer division. Okay, guys, that wraps up our in-cell preview in the ring here. We'll let the evaluators take a closer look at that last group, but that wraps up for anything coming through the ring. You're more than welcome to take a look at these cattle over here on the side or go back to the stalls. Majority of these cattle are stalled 42, 4300 type stalls down through there. They will have big stall signs to let you know they are in the cell. These cattle are, like I said, are in the Bright Light sale Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. We hope you'll join us tomorrow at noon for the beginning of our shows with our junior Maine Angus and Maintainer female show. On Saturday, we have our Pen of Three Bull show right here at 10 a.m. Then we have that our Bright Light sale at 2 p.m., followed by the Maine Exchange at 5:30 that evening in the Barn Bar. And then Sunday, we will wrap up our Cattlemen's Congress festivities on the Maine Anjou side. At 8 a.m., we will start our Junior and Open Maine Anjou female full bloods and bull shows there in the OG&E Coliseum. Again, this will be on CCI Live. If you need further information and be watching for supplemental information there on CCI, or contact any of us staff, we'd be glad to help you out. Thank you for watching online and attending today our Bright Lights Maine Anjou 2026 Sale Preview.
Thank you for joining us for Cattlemen's Congress. This has been a Walton Webcasting production. Livestock like you've never seen before.